Hi, my name is Jasmine, and on May 4th, 2025, I decided I should start Star Wars. In fact, I decided I should start Star Wars today. That phrase, start Star Wars, a little bit more tricky than you'd expect. But regardless, I was like, it's the perfect day. It is a national holiday after all. Is it? I don't know. Sure feels like it. And like many things that I watch, read, or simply enjoy, I decided to talk about it on TikTok, as one does. Well, as I do. And I did decide to watch in chronological order, so I will be watching episode 1, The Phantom Menace, episode 2, Attack of the Clones, and episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Now, I did not originally intend for them to be full commentary and reviews. They were actually just going to be like post-movie chats, if you will. But that changed after the first movie. So, for the last 30 minutes or so of episode 1, I do have footage. Whereas for the other ones, they are a lot more in-depth. Well, as in-depth as you can get on TikTok, because again, these are short clips, since people's attention spans are not the greatest. And also this video is probably like 15 minutes. So clearly I wasn't talking about them in great detail, because each movie is over 2 hours long, which I was not expecting. I knew they were long movies, but I didn't think every single movie would be like 2.5 hours. That was a little shocking. Anyways, now, without further ado, roll the clips. Guys, I started Star Wars, okay? Mostly because of Reylo. Yeah, I have read Ali Hazelwood and Julie Soto, okay? But here's the thing, okay? It was mostly the Reylo edits. But a friend sent me an Anakin and a Padme edit, and I was like, oh, I'm so invested, I'm so entertained. And it just hit me. This is Anakin, which I knew because of the edits. I also did decide to watch in chronological order because I love things chronologically. I'm sure people will say that I did incorrectly in the comments, but it's fine. But I do know the original trilogy has Luke Skywalker, and it just hit me, the whole Luke, I am your father thing. This is gonna be Darth Vader, right? Like, that's so cool. Like, I can't wait to see this kid's villain arc. And like, I feel like I knew that like intrinsically. Like, I've never seen Titanic, but I know that they end up in a door and she's like, I'll never let go, Jack. And then she does let go. Like, it's kind of like that. Like, I feel like I knew this, but I didn't know it. But now I know it. And I'm like, am I gonna root for the bad guy? Because like I said, I've seen the edits, so I know 2002 in Christensen. So it's like, if evil, why cute? I joke, but genuinely, I'm more invested by the minute because, like, what turns him evil? I'm an hour and 21 minutes in, and everyone was so nice in the last video, being like, welcome, this is about to be the best experience of your life, so we'll update soon. What the fuck? I thought he was gonna be, like, a main character. Okay, now I'm scared again. That is so far down. I think watching this in 4D would be fun. Like, I've gone on, like, the Star Tours ride at Disneyland, and, like, I kind of want my seat to be moving, but it's not moving. Like for this bit right here. They can fucking levitate. Was it shown or that they can do that? Am I dumb? This is very tangled. Like, cut his hair. He'll be fine. Wait, no, it's the tear. I find these little guys really cute, but they also make me uncomfy at the same time. Okay, done with episode 1. I'm watching Star Wars for the first time. I finished the first movie yesterday. Well, episode 1. Do I call it the first movie? Do I call it the fourth? I don't know. I also have gotten multiple comments of people saying, like, I need to watch movies 1, 2, and then go watch Clone Wars, and then come back for episode 3. But like, I had originally planned to watch all the movies first. Is that not how I should do it? Anyways, I only recorded a tiny bit of my reaction at the end, but I will say at the beginning I was very confused for the first like 30-40 minutes. I did not have a clue what was happening, and I was like, oh my god, I fucked up. Like, I probably should have watched the original movies first. But I also had a very like whoa moment where so many of these characters' names I knew. This is just because it's like part of like the culture like this, but like I did not expect to know so many of them. Do I know what they do? No. Like, I know the names. And like the space politics, I'm not 100% clear on. Like, there's a bunch of planets and a bunch of characters, and it's like, is there Sparks notes for movies? Because I might have to like hit a Spark note up. There was a couple times where I was just like, oh my god, this movie is so pretty, like so pretty to look at. Like when they go into like the underwater society, I was like, oh, I love this. Also something that like now in the back of my head, because they asked Anakin's mom like, oh, who's the father? And she's like, you didn't have one. And I was like, oh, like she doesn't know who it is. And then I was like questioning more and more. Everyone kept being like, oh my god, he's so special. Like, is this supposed to be like their version of Jesus? Like, what? I thought the battle at the end was very cool, and it left me very, very, because I totally did not expect Qui-Gon to die. Like, I said it in the other video, I thought he was gonna be a main character. Anyways, I look forward to movie 2, which I'm about to start right after I finish filming this. So see you next time. Padme is so much stronger than me. I would have folded so quick. What's happening? Are these like weird darts? This hair is giving like Princess Leia. Ooh, look, more knowledge that I do have. People dress up as her for Halloween. That's how I know her. Is it like Padme walked so Princess Leia could run? Perhaps. I'm really impressed with all the CGI and effects. Like 2002, I was expecting worse. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Wait, these are stormtroopers. I know this too. I've seen them wandering around Disneyland. Huh? The fascism. Yeah, dictatorship for real. The fascism was always in him. Girl, this is a red flag. You need to go. I didn't know one advertised this as part of Star Wars. Like, no one told me that the romance would be so good. Also, I love all her outfits. Style icon. I'm an hour in, and this movie's already so much better than the first. Theory here, his mom's still alive, but only long enough for him to see her, and then she's gonna get killed. And he's gonna spiral. That's my theory. Clocked it. clocked it, part 2. What is that? Oh, they kind of look like the things that killed Finnick, but like not the water version, and I hate it. P.S. If you hear snoring, it's my dog. I love them. If I didn't already know they were in more movies, I'd be really concerned right about now. Y'all are just gonna leave her? Shut the fuck up. There's so many of them. Oh my god. I severely underestimated the number of clones. Best Man in Maid of Honor Corps. And done with episode 2. Hi, hello, I am watching Star Wars for the first time, and I finished episode 2 yesterday. The live reaction and commentary is up, it's in the playlist. However, like 3 or 4 different clips did delete. I don't know why, but that happened. It was kind of rude of TikTok, if you ask me. I mentioned an hour into the movie that I had already liked this one a lot more than the first, and now that I'm done with it, I stand by that. I did prefer it to the first one. I found all the storylines like collectively more interesting, and like the development of characters as well. Like I do know Anakin's entry into like evil happens in episode 3, so I'm excited for that. Just because like the inklings of fascism and like his want of power and control are already there, and to see them further unravel I think would be interesting. One of those clips that got deleted, I mentioned that I didn't know lightsabers came in purple. I had only ever seen them in green, blue, and red, and I think it's pretty clear that the red ones are like the evil people. Exhibit A. Now another thing that got deleted was this clip right here, because this sounds really stupid, and I'm aware that it sounds really stupid, but I was like in complete and utter shock that his arm literally got severed off, that for a second I was like, is it gonna grow back? Like he's a fucking starfish or something, but like obviously it's not. Like I think it just had me in a lot of shock that I was like, there's no way that just happened. It impacted. I also was a big fan of the romance arc, because I did mention this before, like I had seen the edits, okay? Most edits that I had seen were Rayla, which I know is like in the last couple movies, but I had seen a couple clips here, and I also do know, like, going into the next one, I had mentioned I know he's going to turn evil, and I know Padme dies, just because I've seen the clip of her in that, like, is it a casket? Like, their version of a casket? I'm about to start episode 3 right now. I did get told by a couple people in the comments to watch Clone Wars before I watched this to feel like the total emotional impact. And while I love that, I think I know myself well enough. And I did get told by people in my real life that it's like, no, don't watch Clone Wars. Like, you're gonna lose interest, and then you're just never gonna finish. Which, like, I really do want to get through the movies. So the plan here is to go through all of them, rewatch 1, 2, and then watch Clone Wars. Because I love to rewatch shit. So, like, that makes sense to me. Because, yeah, I truly do have this horrible habit of, like, starting new shows and then just never finishing them. I'm aware that's a problem on my part, but we're just not even gonna go there, okay? But I'm about to start episode 3. I may have only started Star Wars 10 days ago, but I was today years old when I learned that one of these is Keira Knightley and the other one is Natalie Portman. Now, which one is Padme? I want to say it's Natalie Portman, but I'm not entirely sure because I do get the two confused. Okay, just looked it up. It is, in fact, Natalie Portman. So, I really didn't expect this movie to start mid-battle. There she is. What up, queen? Guys, she's knocked up. This can't be good. You guys are in the middle of a galactic war. People don't even know they're married. They're still secretly married. No, really? Is it? Okay, I knew she dies. I guess I now know how. And just like that, he's been sucked in. Also, I haven't been really recording. It's mostly because I've been high-key invested. I'm in a commercial break right now, so let me mute this. But I know people say that these are like movies that can make grown men cry, so like I was supposed to like prepare and grab tissues. Here's the thing. I'm like a mostly grown woman, right? Like my frontal lobe isn't fully developed, but like it's getting there. And I have yet to cry. I'm obviously like only on the 3rd movie. I wonder when it's gonna hit, if it does. I'm not like a big crier when it comes to movies, but like it has happened. Like I'm interested to see if and when that happens. Really big brainwashed more and more by the second. I mean, yeah, obviously. He's gonna save him and she's still gonna die. Anakin's gonna kill him all. There's a window. He's gonna throw him through the window. We just got played, dude. Okay, name change. Order 66 was for him to like slaughter a bunch of kids. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time. He did that in the last movie too, right? These, another commercial, were kids who were like, oh, he's here for us though. Like, he's here to save us or like work with us. And that didn't happen. We ain't seeing her again, that's for sure. They're gonna connect the dots. Why did he go evil and then suddenly has ever colonized? Well, I mean, this came first, huh? Oh no, he's watching it. Baby girl, he is the Sith now. Oh, but he did. Now realizing they swapped droids, right? Because like Anakin built him. That's like kind of romantic. I fear I would have considered his proposal for at least a second. I joke, I have morals. What the fuck? No, so that's not how she dies then. I'm about to watch Obi-Wan die, right? That's what's gonna happen? Oh, it's gonna happen right now. Is he gonna decapitate him? Okay, just kidding. It's been reminding me of something and I couldn't figure out what it was till right now. The Roombas. They look like Roombas. Simone Biles on balance beam got nothing on them apparently. Again, JK. Now he's what? Now he's legless too. How is this happening? I know he's in the future movies. What is happening? Then him making it out alive is the craziest part. I didn't think that was gonna happen. It appears he is somehow fine. I'd call it unrealistic, but you know what? This whole movie series is kind of unrealistic, so like I think I have to let it go. Who's the will to live too if I lost Anakin? I joke. Oh, there's two? Is this him getting his metal suit installed? Look, it's our next protagonist. I was today years old when I learned that Luke and Leia were twins. I won't lie, did I think they were love interests in the future movie? Yeah, I did. His face card was so strong now, look at him. Gee. So he's told a lie. Oh shit. Oh my god. He said, England, I know how you feel. I lost my queen too. Oh, they kept them in hiding, separated. Okay. He's back. Oh, not entirely, I guess. So I'd seen this clip. That's how I know she had died. And I think it's really pretty too. So they pretended like she was pregnant still. Okay, prequels. Done. Great movie. See you next time. I decided to watch Star Wars for the first time and I have finished Revenge of the Sith. I did decide to watch in chronological order, so this is the third movie I've seen. And I think objectively this is the best movie, like plot-wise, character-wise. Probably was the most interesting as well. Were some things a little bit obvious? Yeah. But I also wonder if that is because these movies have gone on to inspire so many other things. Like I kept being reminded of other shows or movies and storylines that have happened while watching all three of these movies, this one in particular. And then it hit me that it's like, well, all of those came after. So like this was the original source material that those were probably inspired by. It reminded me of a conversation we had in a film class once where someone had mentioned that they watched Lord of the Rings and they were like, I was expecting it to be so much better because everyone talks about how great it is, but I've seen this and this and this and that does it better. And it's like, well, yeah, because these came after. Like these, you've seen the works that took inspiration and built upon it. I feel like in many ways this is similar. And not in the sense that it's like weak writing or that it's bad, but in the sense that it felt familiar at times. I love complex characters. I will root for a villain. Give me a tragic backstory. Give me morally gray. I'm a fan. Like, did he have questionable morals low-key in the other movie too? Yeah. Was he groomed into fascism? Also, yeah. Is his lack of trust and fears somewhat valid? Also, yes. And it is quite tragic that his one goal of keeping Padme alive results in her subsequent death solely because of his actions of wanting to keep her alive in the first place. Coupled with his distrust of the Jedi Council and then also like his desire for power. And then again, that desire of power came because everyone kept telling him like, you are so powerful, you are so strong from a very early age. This idea had been pushed on him since what? Since he was like the age of 8? And like I've said in the other videos, I'm sure that there's stuff that I'm missing because I still don't have all the space politics 100% clear in my head. Do I get some characters confused? Yeah, I have. Because I was confused at one point as to why Palpatine asked Anakin to kill Dooku because isn't he on their side? And then I was reminded of the phrase like the power of two or the rule of two or something like that. I've heard it before. Okay, so chat, this is a question. Please answer. Can the Siths only exist in pairs? Thus, if you want a new partner, you have to off the other. I believe that's what it is. And if they said that in the movie, I zoned out. Okay, but I think that's it. If you saw that reaction video, you did learn that I learned Luke and Leia were in fact twins and not a couple. But I do know the original trilogy follows them, which I do plan to watch the original trilogy next. I'll probably start it tomorrow, so videos of that will be coming soon. There's something like very symbolic and lovely, but like in a dark kind of way, how it's like the death of Padme lies together with the rise and the creation of like the new birth, if you will, of Darth Vader. And to the crying question that I posed as to when that would happen, it hasn't happened yet. I'm sure had I watched these in release order, I probably would have had more of an emotional reaction to the ending of this, but I didn't. I was, however, very shocked that both of them made it out alive after that like 10-minute battle scene. Great fight scene, by the way. So now I'm assuming Obi-Wan is going to be in the original trilogy. Obviously, he's going to be in it. R2 and C-3PO have been wiped, so I'm also assuming they're going to be in that movie. And then I don't know if I've mentioned this, but if I were to rank them, I would rank them 1, 2, 3, I think the pacing got better and then the storylines got more interesting as they went along. I also think it became more clear that like Anakin was your main character, whereas like here he's not even in the first like 45 minutes probably. And it's not really like Qui-Gon experiences like a character arc for it to have been. It feels kind of silly to critique this like $1 billion empire, but here we are. On to the next one we go.